You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning! And welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is episode 1321. Today is Monday, October 23rd, 2023. Today we got Pat, we got Mark. Will is in the chat, I believe, but recovering from a fun
Let's
weekend in Vegas.
go!
Live internet comment from Will. Let's
Live
go.
internet comment from Will. Let's go. What's
Should
up?
we though?
Huh.
Should
Oh,
we
yeah.
go where?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, I've seen enough Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift things for a lifetime. Those two are the worst. They're overdoing it. It's more.
Bring up to speed.
Worse
I didn't
than
watch
COVID.
any of the Chiefs game. I didn't watch
It's
any
like
of the Chiefs.
It doesn't
Cocktober
matter.
on Howard Stern show.
It doesn't matter if you're watching the Chiefs game or SNL or the news or talking to a random person. That's all there is. It's just that's the only thing that exists is those two.
I did see the handshake that Brittany Mahomes and Taylor now do.
Yeah, exactly.
It made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yep.
Here's why. Let me tell
They
you
do a
why.
special handshake after every touchdown the Chiefs score, which they cut to, seven times a
They
game.
cut to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
tell
it's
you what.
Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes or whatever. They do like a little dance, and then
Here's what I wanna throw up.
five and yeah.
So players do that, right? Usually like when a team develops like a twosome, right? Like not always the QB and the tight end, right? But a twosome, like some guys that are buds, maybe like an O lineman and a running back. Okay?
Tennis doubles.
They'll do that. What's really cool is you'll notice it when a new guy gets traded to a team. He's been there, 3 games. Okay,
Right, like
And he has a
Aaron
handshake.
Rodgers, like Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks,
On the Jets.
learned it with all the Jets players. New
Right, that's
handshakes.
part of your ingratiation, right, into the new system.
It's like a
Now-
gang
now-
sign. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, hey, this is a great way for us to like have
One
a
of
bonding
us.
experience.
Yes.
Yes,
Right,
one
like
of
a
us.
gang. Yeah, like a gang.
Now, Brittany Mahomes, she could do that shit with whoever she wants to. She's a football player's wife. Okay, she's been going to these games since he was in fucking college at Texas Tech or whatever. But Taylor Swift just started watching football last week. Last week she started watching football, and I get it's tempting to want to have a secret handshake. I get that. Okay, who doesn't want to have a secret handshake?
Wouldn't you want to have a secret handshake if you were fucking a football player?
But did I
Pat?
pay my dues? That's my thing. Did I pay my dues?
I'm throwing this out there. Is this whole Swift Kelce thing more annoying than Jackson Mahomes?
No, it's not.
No,
think it
Jackson's
is.
To
still
me,
winning
it's
that.
think it
nowhere
is.
near.
I
To
think
me,
it is.
Jackson Mahomes is way worse.
I think it's
Oh,
approached
because
now
Taylor's a
across Jackson Mahomes.
superstar. She's a
It's-
superstar. She
it's
can
too
do whatever
much.
she
It's too
wants.
much. It's too
She's
much.
earned it in
It
some
doesn't
respects.
annoy me. She doesn't annoy me
More than
nearly
Jackson.
as
Are you
much
kidding
as
me?
Jackson.
I'm wishing
No.
that Hamas would get their priorities straight and start bombing her.
Jackson Mahomes.
That booth, that box. That box would be nice if Hamas could just attack that box.
So, okay, I saw the meme. Was Jackson behind them?
Yes,
Was,
he's like third wheel.
that's tough for him, dude.
Which is funny.
That's tough for him because
Yeah.
he was Brittany's go-to. But honestly, it's a bad look for Brittany because Jackson's so toxic. Like, it was just a bad look because she had to be homies with him. But he's just such a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's annoying. I'll tell you what, it's annoying.
She's trying to welcome Taylor into the the thing.
No, Brittany Mahomes wants a level up. And look, I'm not shitting on her. Dude, she wants a level up. She's like, hey, Tay, should we
She'll
do
never
this?
get to hang out with someone like Taylor Swift again. Yeah.
No, it's
no,
a one shot.
I don't think so. But
No, and it's not going to last long. Because
It's the best
none of
thing
the
that's
other
happened.
You wanted to be a cunt to her.
Kinda.
Yeah, I do.
It's the best thing that's happened
I
to
do
Brittany
want her to be a
Mahomes
cunt to her.
since Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
It might be bigger than Patrick Mahomes. I mean, she needed Patrick Mahomes to get to this Taylor level, but this is the best thing that's happened to Brittany Mahomes ever.
Yeah, it is.
She's getting invited to dinner with like fucking Brian Reynolds' wife, Blake
Taylor's
Lively.
texting me. What'd she
Right.
say now? Oh, it's the
So-
handshake video.
It's the handshake video, right? Jesus Christ, throw up in
All
my
right,
mouth.
I'm sorry I brought it up. I'm
No,
part of the problem.
you're
Let's
fine.
move on. Let's move on.
I will say this. The Hollywood insiders were predicting it ends October 13th. That's when her movie came out. We're past
Still
that
going
point.
on. Yeah, still going on.
He just bought a mansion for her. I mean, they're getting
I mean,
serious.
You want to mention for him?
He has like
No,
he
it
has,
was
like,
to impress her.
6'5". He has 6'5". He's the best tight end of all time, and he's in his prime. So I mean, he's probably just absolutely knocking her boots all over the place. So
Just slamming those boots.
just slamming those boots.
Well, I think he's a donor. I mean, if anything, he's going to end up being a donor.
He's a sperm donor.
yeah,
Is what you mean.
Great.
I mean, I think he finally just bought his own house because he didn't have a house in KC. So he's like, I'm paid enough. I'm on my good contract. I just did the Pfizer commercial.
I need to get out with my bachelor pads. Taylor needs somewhere
Right.
somewhere
I'm
to
doing
stay.
that.
Taylor
doing
needs
that.
somewhere to stay to lay
She can
low.
decorate it for me.
Yeah, she can decorate it.
Guarantee Jackson's trying to get in that house.
Yeah, Jackson can decorate.
Do you want me to walk the dogs, Trav?
All right, what do we got today? Fuck.
Well, what we got today is why did our intern Jackson not fuck Jackson Mahomes? That like big
Right.
whiff.
For comedy's sake, we asked intern Jackson to either give it to Jackson Mahomes or let Jackson Mahomes give it to him sexually for comedy's sake, so we could talk about it.
He
But,
passed.
yeah.
That's weak.
Yeah.
Pretty
Jackson's
sure
not as
illegal.
open-minded as he pretends to be.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Mariposa. The butterfly.
Just bang him.
Yeah.
Highly illegal. What we asked him to do. That's okay.
Oh yeah, that's sexual harassment
Yeah.
right there.
I'm not asking you this as your boss.
Right.
Just a friend.
As a comedian,
It's a friend.
as a friend of the comedian. All right, what do you got today? Well, I got some stuff today. What stories you got today?
What do
I
you
got
got?
good stuff. I got good stuff.
I got another shit story. Someone took a shit somewhere they shouldn't have.
Was
got
I think
No,
I know
you
where
gotta
they
wait.
took a shit.
You gotta wait. Update on the army guy that defected to North Korea. That didn't work out for him. And funny plane story, not involving shit.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a nightmare for a homeowner, perhaps the biggest nightmare possible if you're a homeowner. And then I got Michigan really messing up on their pregame trivia.
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State's had a rough go. They were like,
Spartans.
They had Nassar, and then they had the teacher recently, the professor that was like a fake professor. He wasn't even. He was like a criminal. I forget what he was. Like he was a
Was
fraudster.
Nassar at Michigan or Michigan State?
Michigan State. John. It's
Yeah.
It's always Michigan State, Pat. It's always Michigan State. It's been Michigan State. They just had a professor.
Where is Michigan State? I know Michigan's in
question.
Ann Arbor.
Right.
I used to know the name of the town. It's such a nerdy school.
Oh, is it Bloomington Normal or is it
No.
it's Illinois?
Just
Is it
Google
No,
where is East Lansing?
East
Lansing.
Lansing, yeah.
Lansing, yeah.
such a nerdy school. Yeah.
The
what
thing,
did you,
the
what,
thing that you do to get rid of boils on your butthole, their town is named after.
so this recently, like a month ago, a professor,
South Lansing.
a professor at Michigan State, South Lansing, was a fugitive who was a meth dealer in Louisiana, and he escaped his drug dealing, fugitive mething, and then he started teaching at Michigan State and got away with it as a teacher of kinesiology for like multiple years.
He was making meth too, I think, right?
Yeah. Michigan
That's
State's
awesome.
a fucking mess.
Wes, what you got?
I got. I'm gonna start the week off with some comedy. Hopefully, some old comedy, some of the most original jokes in the history of the world. And then we're gonna talk about Victoria's Secret and what they're up to. Yeah. So
Then do it. Get it going.
let's do it. Here we go.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news. Welcome.
All right. Again, first off, I got a little deep into my Victoria's Secret story I'm doing. Go figure. And so I'm just gonna read some jokes.
Like you tried some on, or
No, like I tried really hard. And I
Okay.
did a lot of
Lot of
research.
How many
Sure.
hours?
Yeah.
What part? At what point today did you start reading about this story?
Well, I picked it earlier, and then I took about a 30-minute nap, and then so I spent about an hour on it.
Did you?
Good hour.
after you came, you took a nap.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
Google any like so and so nude?
I didn't do Google any nudes, to be honest with you.
You know
don't
what? This Victoria's Secret stuff's great, but I'm just gonna go to Pornhut.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Are
right.
any of them on here?
These angels don't suck cock.
Okay.
No.
Got any pictures?
Yeah, we're gonna get some pictures later, but first we're gonna do some jokes. Okay, this is from the Daily Mail. They outline 10 of the most ancient jokes of all time. We're gonna see how you guys like them. Okay, this first one is from 300 to 400 AD, And here it goes. Asked by the court barber how he wanted his haircut, the king replied in silence.
Oh shit! Because he's always talking. Barbers be chatting it up. That's why we have the movie series Barbershop. Right. We have LeBron James' series The Shop. Right. It's known culturally. People chat at barbershops.
That's why I go to Asian barbers.
I like it done properly.
They can't talk to you.
Yeah, they can't talk to me.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next one, another 300 AD, ancient Greece. Wishing to teach his donkey not to eat, a pedant did not offer him any food. When the donkey died of hunger, he said, "I've had a great loss. Just when he learned not to eat, he died." Like that one. Yeah.
That was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it really was. This is from 63 BC to 14 AD, Rome. The Emperor Augustus was touring the empire when he noticed a man in the crowd who bore a striking resemblance to himself. Intrigued, he asked, "Was your mother at one time in service at the palace?" The man said, "No, your highness, but my father was."
Right. So, okay.
Saying he's his dad, I think.
No, I think they have the same dads, right? The king
was
the
he
king,
saying
the king, the king banged a peasant, and he was
no. The peasant's dad fucked the king's mother.
Yeah,
Okay.
Or that, or the either way.
Was he trying to say that the mom was a whore?
I think he's saying
he's saying his dad.
His dad fucked the king's mother.
His dad fucked the king's mother, or the king fucked a peasant. One of the two. Well, then.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Good joke.
Yeah, pretty good joke.
He just is explaining to him how it works.
Great joke.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, it's the other parent.
This one's from ancient Egypt.
That's a sign of a good joke.
Yeah.
30 BC. It says simply, "Man is even more eager to copulate than a donkey. His purse is what restrains him." So, man had all the money in the world, he'd fuck all the whores in the world. Is basically what that's. Yeah.
Like a bumper sticker. I don't know if it's a joke. That's just like
right.
But the reason he doesn't is because
child support and all that stuff.
Can't afford it.
Right.
Yeah, can't afford it.
Can't afford
alimony
it.
And dinners, women be shopping. Come on.
Yeah, women be shopping.
Men be chatting at barbershops.
Yeah, exactly.
This is ancient Greece, 429 BC. It's a riddle. Okay, maybe you've heard it before. Okay. It's from Oedipus Tyrannus.
Oedipus.
Play.
Oh, Oedipus, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is Oedipus. Tyrannus. A play by Greek playwright Sophocles.
Wow.
Did I say that one right?
Yes, you did. You've never said that before?
Oedipus.
Oedipus
Rex.
Oedipus.
He's got a real Oedipus complex.
I'm gonna spell Oedipus like that. Anyway, question: what animal walks on 4 feet in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 at the evening?
That's a big-dicked dude who parties hard.
The answer is man. He goes on all 4s as a baby, 2 feet as a man, and uses a cane in old age.
Right,
I was going to say hungover.
It's a riddle.
Gets his work done, and then at night whips out the third leg.
Where'd you find these ancient jokes from?
Daily Mail.
The best ancient joke is when those Romans
Secundius
carved.
Secundius sucks dick.
Secundius carved a small penis and then wrote Secundius above it.
That is the best joke of all.
It's the original dictation.
All right, I'll read one more and then I'll get to Victoria's Secret. This one's 1100 BC. A man who was blind in one eye has been married to a man for 20 years, it reads. When he found another woman, he said to her, "I shall divorce you because you are said to be blind in one eye." And she answered him, "Have you just discovered that after 20 years of marriage?"
I don't get it.
Bad joke.
And I don't care for it.
Bad joke. Let's get to the tits.
Okay, let's get to the tits. Let me go back to my story here. Okay. Guys, I have perhaps the most obvious headline you will ever hear all year. And it is also a headline that brings some of the best news you will hear all year. Okay. Any guesses?
The Victoria's Secret catalog is coming out.
I jerked off to Victoria's Secret's catalog.
No, you can tell because I always take a nap after I jerk off, and I said I took a nap, which is a tell.
Yeah. What is it, Wes?
I take a nap after I eat. I usually not right after I jerk off.
But then I gotta wait because my heart hurts. I can't jerk off right away after I eat.
Because my foot starts twitching.
No, I usually jerk off when I wake up from the nap.
I got this thing on my thumb from eating too much pistachios.
You got pistachio thumb?
I got pistachio thumb, baby.
Think I can make an insurance claim on this?
It's that time of the year for pistachio thumb. No, it says Victoria's Secret and Pink brand president Greg Eunice said the brand's going back to sexiness after the company's woke push has not translated into increased sales and instead caused them to plummet. Oh, wait, you mean when you decided to ditch the Angels for Megan Rapinoe, it didn't work out? You kidding?
Yeah, that's. I could have told him that. You're right.
Hey, look, everyone needs to be included. Okay, the majority of people that buy Victoria's Secret don't look like the Angels. They look more like, and honestly, they don't look like Megan Rapinoe either. They don't look fit.
Now I know why you did all those ancient jokes, Wes, because this was so obvious. Yeah, you should have seen it coming.
Should have.
Where the jokes weren't, the punchlines on the jokes weren't.
Yeah,
still
harder.
Oh wait. Oh, you mean when you ditched the Angels for plus size model Paloma Elliser, it caused the sales to plummet?
No, I got no beef with Paloma. What's your beef with Paloma?
Oh wait. You mean the brand that was built on basically objectifying women as purely gorgeous sex objects took a little tumble when they decided to shift gears to a message of women empowerment?
Let's see some of those old models, huh?
Okay, Wes.
Here's what it must have sounded
Tyra Banks, huh?
Yeah, okay. You want to see a picture of some older Angels?
Yeah.
There you go. There's some. There you go.
Right.
Those are some of the OGs. You got Heidi, you got Tyra.
I mean, I don't.
Giselle.
These women are objectively attractive, but their models aren't hot. Like
Victoria's Secret models are hot. Normal models are not as hot as fashion models are not as hot as Victoria's Secret models.
Right, they're like tall and skinny usually.
Tall, skinny,
but
body proportions.
Swimsuit models are hot, which is Victoria's Secret crosses that boundary.
You're saying these women aren't insanely hot? Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're insanely hot, but I would prefer a different type of looking woman, more normal.
A little thicker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I envisioned when it sounded like when idiot Martin Waters,
hail-proof
Victoria's Secret CEO, decided to bring this up at the board meeting. This all happened during Me Too about 3 years ago. Hey guys, I got a great idea. You know how men drool over all the Angels and have so for decades? Let's be done with them and start something called the VS Collective. Jim, close the window. You haven't even heard the name of who I want to replace the most beautiful woman in the world with. Okay, you guys are gonna love it. We replace Josephine, okay, with Valentina Sampaio. Here she is. She's gorgeous, and she's even got a secret, which is very on brand. Can you guess what it is?
She's got a penis.
That's right, Mark. She's going to fool so many people because Valentina used to be a man. So
she does have a secret.
She does have a secret. Yep. Can you believe that beautiful woman, used to have a cock? She's a marvel of modern medicine, really.
Yeah, you know. Hey, I mean, are there that many people who are trans who are buying underwear? My thing is just stick to who's buying your product, right? Is that the thing?
Right.
Yeah. How many times have you been in Victoria's Secret in the past 20 years, Wes?
Very few.
Yeah.
Right.
Try to avoid it.
Okay. Next, I want to replace Martha. Okay. Ooh, Martha, right? With Megan. That's right. The loudmouth soccer player who hates half of America and probably all of us sitting in this room. She's going to look great in a sports bra on the cover, don't you think?
Megan has a secret too. She just got a penis.
Yeah.
Hey.
Next,
I got no beef with her Pino. But I mean, whatever, being a model, that's fine. She looks more normal than, but she's also okay.
Yeah, sure.
Well, why do you have to get rid of the old ones? Can't you just incorporate some of these?
Nope, we're going a whole new direction, Mark. It's called the VS Collective, which stands for very stupid. Next, I'm going to do away with Sarah. Here she is. And replace her with over-the-hill journalist and equality advocate from the UK, Amanda de Cadenet. They won't know what hit them. Yep.
Amanda doesn't do it for you?
Next, I think you guys are going to like this one. Going to replace Elsa. There she is.
Better not.
With Eileen Gu. She's a skier and she's Asian. What a catch.
Eileen Gu's probably the hottest one they put up.
Yeah, wait a minute.
To be frank.
Can you?
So let's get Eileen's underwear.
Swap Elsa out.
Yeah, where's Eileen?
I don't have a sexy thing because she's a strong, powerful woman and she's Asian. Pretty cool, huh?
But this was a bad example.
Okay, well, I had to.
Because
Put
she's
it
hot.
Eileen Goo's
being
really
fair.
hot.
Yeah.
She's not as hot as Elsa. Rounding out the list, we
You
have
will
very
never know because you didn't put her fucking underwear. picture.
Eileen
We have
makes
a,
goo.
rounding out the list. We have a very exotic and diverse woman, South Sudanese refugee Adut Akech. Can you believe how dark she is? I mean, I challenge anyone to try to attack us for not hiring black women with a woman that dark on the runway. I mean, it will look like the lingerie just walking down the runway if we keep the lights too low. You know what I mean?
What?
What are you doing here, Wes?
What's going on here? Hey,
I'm being Martin, the CEO of Victoria's Secret. When he
whoa,
came up with
that's
these ideas.
weird. Whoa, that's weird. Live comment has a good point. Does the skier Goo have a cock? Because if not, I
No,
don't understand
she doesn't.
why. Then why'd you
She
bring
doesn't.
her up? For?
Because she was part of this collective,
Got it.
because she's an athlete and
Why'd you
She'll
put the
have- she'll have
Asian.
Why-
She was more inclusive because she's Asian.
Black
Why'd you
chick's
put the
also
African
hot.
chick?
She's also
She's
hot.
also hot.
Because she's more inclusive. This is part of their collective.
But they had
And
Tyra
there's
Banks
always
back
been
in the day.
African.
Yeah, they've
models.
always had. Yeah.
Not refugees. She's a refugee,
Well,
Pat.
what are you doing, Wes?
And
Your
we have
last two
actor,
examples have sucked.
and we have
Stretch.
actor and entrepreneur Priyanka Chopra Jones,
Oh, yeah.
and finally
She's
the
hot.
previously mentioned but most model but mostly body positive advocate Paloma Ellis.
I got no beef with any, with with the exception of.
Well, Paloma doesn't need to be on the cover. She can be in the magazine. Like there's different sections. There's a plus size section, right? Like
Yeah. So what do you think, Jim and Tom? Again, close the window, stop holding hands. It's no time for a suicide pact.
I don't think it worked for them though. I don't think based on this story, I think their sales declined.
Well, you'd be absolutely right, Mark. I'm going to pull up a few screenshots of just how they did. I want you to read the stock price. This stock price back on August 13th, 2021. You want to see what it says? 74.77. Okay.
Now, when did the Epstein thing break? Real quick, how does that play into this effect?
I think it was just the Me Too movement that broke.
It wasn't the fact that Jeffrey Epstein essentially was using the money from Victoria's Secret to abduct and sexually abuse children.
I don't think anyone cared about that. I think they hated Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah, I still wait. Pat, you're saying what the the
So
CEO
Epstein's
of Victoria's Secret was
billions.
a buddy with Epstein or something like that.
Epstein
I don't think
essentially
that's common
yoked
knowledge.
Victoria's Secret's money. That's where he got his billions.
Not common knowledge. Megan Rapinoe.
That's not common knowledge.
Okay.
And then here's the stock price before the announcement. Few years later. There it is. Probably about 16. 16.
Did they split twice though? Because maybe
Nope.
they split a bunch.
Nope. Look at that.
No splits.
It just went down, 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 and then after the announcement, past 5 days,
We're
up
going back to
25%.
hotties.
Up 25%. We're going back to hotties. Up 25%.
Elsa's back.
Yeah.
we called the girls back, and they're back. The
That's
Angels
right.
are back. Yeah, I think that's
So-
smart. I think it's smart to stick with the Angels. Go back to the Angels. Yeah, I think
That's right. That's right. So this is
guys. Paloma's not ugly at all.
didn't say she was ugly.
I don't think any of the examples Wes picked were ugly. I'd say Rapinoe's probably naturally the ugliest out of that group of people for what you're looking for in underwear. Even the girl with the wiener was hot, but she
Yeah.
was.
But they're just
but
not.
they're not as-
so
They're
you're
not as
saying.
hot
So,
as the Victoria's Secret's Angels. The
well, let me ask you this question.
Victoria's Secret Angels are the 1% of the 1%. Those other girls are like
They're not the Angels, is the bottom
attractive,
line.
right?
Okay, so the best thing to do for a company, which might be true, is sell aspirational hotness, not regularity.
Yes, Pat. That's yeah, of course.
For Victoria's
Well,
Secret,
of course, for Victoria. What do you? Wait,
I don't know.
it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it's all about vanity and image. Come on. Plus,
Yeah.
10-for-1 underwear deals.
Look, I'm not asking Whole Foods to sell cigarettes. I know what they got in there, and I'm not going to try to force them to please me just because I'm not healthy. You know what I mean?
It's true. You go to Whole Foods.
Sometimes, and I feel very uncomfortable when I'm in there. Look, Victoria's Secret isn't for everyone, but that it doesn't have to be for everyone. It has to be for, gold digging, sexy, sluts. If you
When we
want.
were growing up, Victoria's Secrets was the gold standard, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it was. They had the most retail space. That's for damn sure. They got to the finish line first.
But
for
like
being
they had double stores.
a Victoria's Secret model, they did TV shows, right? They got so big that they started doing Victoria's Secret runway shows, where like they commandeered like 3 hours on a Sunday night, like the Emmys.
The catalog
like,
was like the
yeah.
swimsuit issue for SI.
Oh yeah, I couldn't wait to get the catalog. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You got the
huge.
catalog?
Well, because Yeah.
You'd have to steal the catalog. You could buy the swimsuit edition. You had to steal the catalog, right?
Oh, I found the catalog and then I kept it.
There was a time when I got an eraser out when I was like maybe 9, tried to erase some of those clothes away. I found out that they didn't work that way in the catalog.
Oh yeah. Try to take those clothes away. Yeah.
Didn't work.
Try to like hold it through like a light.
Then I'd like draw boobs. I had to draw the boobs on that I'd erased. It wasn't as hot in pencil.
That's
Anyway.
if you get caught.
It was not hot.
Mom, someone did this. Mom, the Victoria's Secret
this.
catalog came with drawn in boobs.
It's like a Mad Libs for Pat.
I think I like was twice as embarrassing as I told a bud. I said, "Watch this."
Yeah, he's erasing.
Scratching.
What are you doing?
Anyway, they're going to bring it back. They're going to bring back more swimsuits again, more lingerie, corset tops, but they're going to do loungewear too. They're going to do pajamas. So they're going to include everyone, but they are going to go back to their roots. I think they're going to bring back the Angels. I think they're going to bring back runway shows because they did away with those as well for some fucking idiotic
got
reason.
a little carried away. Remember when Playboy stopped doing nudes for like 6 months? That didn't work out. Then they're like, maybe we should go back to nudes. We're Playboy, right? Remember?
Just be
I don't think
yourself,
Playboy exists
Victoria's
anymore.
Secret. Just be, in this
No,
age
they're
of
back.
everyone's got to be inclusive and authentic. Just be yourself, Victoria's Secret.
Right.
Just be your fucking sexist, chauvinistic, misogynist self. Who cares?
Exactly. You could come up with a side brand that's very progressive. But
Yeah,
keep
like they do. I think
keep your
Pink.
misogynistic Victoria's Secret brand,
Right.
and then come up with a different brand.
Right.
I don't think
right.
it's so black and white, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Of course, it's black and white, Pat.
I don't want to erase my Victoria's Secret catalog underwear and see dicks.
You won't.
Oh!
Unless you want to draw that in.
Yeah, after you jerk off, you turn the page. Surprise! It was a man. You just jerked off to a dude.
Is this a prank eraser?
This eraser's broken, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me ask you guys a question.
What's up?
Can I do? Can I take care of
Yeah,
some business
please.
real quick?
I want you to do that.
Okay, I want to do it. Again, we're gonna be talking about the best gift you can give anyone in the history of the world, from Paint Your Life. And you guys remember Paint Your Life, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, how could I forget? I think I have a Paint Your Life arriving this week.
There you go. Will showed us his last week. It was incredible. I've used Paint Your Life for a gift to my girlfriend for a dog that she lost, and the tears. Frankly, she's still crying with happiness. And the holidays are coming up, and if you want to give the most amazing gift, if you want to just trump every other gift that your siblings or other family members are going to give to a special person, that's where Paint Your Life comes in. Paint Your Life transforms your photos into one-of-a-kind, beautiful hand-painted portraits by professional artists. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created by any photo for a sentimental holiday gift right from the heart. So, and as you saw what Will did, he took separate photos and said, hey, combine all these into an amazing piece of art, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of options.
Like the Avengers, he assembled.
That's right. Yeah, 4
pictures into one beautiful picture. 5 pictures, really.
Yeah. And they have payment plans, so lots of options. Customize your experience with a payment plan that works for you. As little as 10% down makes this a truly affordable gift. It's meaningful, it's personal, and always heartwarming. So this holiday season, you can give the most meaningful gift you have ever given, and that's a fact, from paintyourlife.com. And there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off. And free shipping, which is like $1 billion off. To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR, FACTOR, to 87204. That's FACTOR to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. See term for details.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to see Pat's painting. I'm excited.
It's going to be pretty good, guys. It's going to be pretty good. All right, imagine this. You're on vacation, and a neighbor calls you. Says, hey, did you by chance pay someone to demolish your house that I live next to? And you're like, no, what are you talking about? And the neighbor's like, well, they're demolishing your house. And you're like, what? You don't believe it? I mean, would you believe it? Could you believe that if you got that phone call?
If I would ask, yeah, a lot of things will be running through your heads. Like, is this neighbor drunk? Do you have a prank war going on with this neighbor? Or, but no, I would ask them to stop it. Please stop it.
Right. You would ask them. I mean, you would that one phone call would end in that exact way. Please go stop it. But
yeah,
you'd hang up the phone and you'd be like, is that really happening? You wouldn't.
I don't think I'd believe it. I'd feel like I was pranked. Yeah.
Seriously. Okay. Yeah. So
like they're playing some sort of drinking game and they had to prank call someone.
Exactly. So that's what the neighbor did. She went and talked to the demolition crew. The homeowner said, "Go and talk." What? No. Go talk to them. So the neighbor ran over there and said, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be demolishing this house." And the demolishing crew from You Call It, We Haul It.
2407. Damn it.
That's what they should have said, Mark. But instead they said, "Get out of here, lady. Mind your own fucking business." Told that to the neighbor.
Demolish you.
Yeah. And then went right back to demolishing. Just continued demolishing.
What kind of neighborhood are we talking about here? Like an old neighborhood? Like
it's an old neighborhood.
Is the neighborhood being gentrified?
It's a neighborhood that definitely houses are being demolished in.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
But it was a neighborhood where the person that lived next door to this house knew the owners and said, "Hey, did you ask for your house to be demolished?" And the owner said, "Absolutely not." And then said, "Run your ass over there and please help me out." And the demolition crew at You Call It, We Haul It said, "Fuck off, lady. We're supposed to demolish this house." So the neighbor ran back and called Susan Hodgson on the phone and said, "They yelled at me." And Susan Hodgson said, "Oh no, this is turning into the worst vacation ever. What's going on?" And then he was
call
like,
the police, Susan.
Well, what she did was called a family member. And a family member ran over there. So this is a family home. It's been in their home for 4 decades, excuse me. And the family member ran over there and says, "Hey, what are you doing? I need to see a permit." And the guy said, "A permit? All right, here's my permit. Take a look at that, right? Oh, I do have the wrong address. Dang it, I have the wrong address. Would you look at that?" And
hey, maybe we can patch this. We can put this half of the house back together, no problem.
No, the house was toast, guys.
They toasted it on
to the ground.
Oh my God!
And instead of apologizing,
hey, look at all the dust here. Look, we can put this back together.
We can put this back together.
Come on, look at all the memories. Yeah.
Come on, where does this go? This is part of roof. I know that's part of a roof. I can tell you that.
Yeah, this looks like a bathroom piece. Yeah. This is put it over here. Yeah.
Johnny, get the glue.
Oh, no.
Construction adhesive is very strong. No, the neighbor came. I'm sorry, the family member came over, asked for the permit, showed the permit, wrong address. What did they do? They just packed up and said, "Peace, we're out of here."
Yeah.
Didn't apologize.
Bye. Yeah.
Didn't leave any explanation.
Well, I guess we better head over to that house then.
Yeah, to the house we're supposed to be doing. We're about to hit overtime. Boss ain't gonna like that. Yeah, this happened in Atlanta, guys. Absolutely fucking insane. Here's the woman, Susan Hodgkinson, who was on Hodgson, excuse me, who was on vacation.
Disease? Oedipus?
Hodgson. Susan Hodgson. Here we go. Here's Susan.
With the big old mess. Did you hire somebody to tear your house down next door to me that's been boarded up for about 15 years? And I said, no. She said, well, there's somebody over here just demolished the whole house and tore the whole house down. He told her to shut up and mind her own business.
So she sent a family member over.
I said, well, look, I want to see a permit or
demolished
something.
It, all right.
He said, okay. He pulls it out and he says, oh, I'm at the wrong address. And just packs everything up and leaves, and the house is deported, down, gone. It's just hard to believe that somebody just thinks they got the right just to come up and tear something up and just walk away from it and leave it, and come back, say, "I'm sorry, what do y'all need to do to fix this? It's an accident." I think he owes us an apology and fix the problem.
The dead cat?
He needs to fix the problem.
He needs to fix the problem. Susan.
Wait, so Pat, this house was boarded up. No one was actually living there.
Yeah, but the taxes were paid on it. Grass was cut.
For 15 years, it was boarded up, though, right? Is that what you said?
It doesn't fucking matter. It's their property. They kept it boarded
up. I know, but I thought that they
You can see how the mistake was made.
Their possessions were like still in there. Like
looked like a house that was ready to be demolished.
Thought they were living in it.
Right.
Guys, check the fucking paperwork. Okay, so what did the internet do? Let's take it to the internet. You call it, we haul it. They, of course, took their website down big time and are not returning calls. Those the local news has called them a bunch. But I did find another You Call It, We Haul It, similar name. This is You Call It, We Haul It, and we're an experienced and reliable junk removal service that hauls almost anything in San Diego. It's You Call It, We Haul It, CA, different company.
Why does it look like she has her blouse wide open to expose her tits in that photo?
Yeah,
It's
why does
called
it look like I
sales.
want to see what her junk is? In the
It's
back?
called sales and marketing, boys. Yeah, the profile picture for You Call It, We Haul It, San Diego, California, has the lady that owns it or works there, showing a lot
Victoria's
of
Secret
skin.
should hire her.
I mean, her tits are out there underneath that photo.
Big time.
No way.
Is
She's
she
got a
coming over to
secret.
haul it?
Yeah.
Wait, you should call Pat. You should call her and be like, can we just ask what's going on with that picture?
Is this a sex thing?
Wes, if you want to make that phone call, you are more
Haul
than
it,
welcome to make that phone call.
CA.com.
I am not making that phone call. Yeah, well, You Call It, We Haul It. Okay, so this is a different company, completely different company. Has nothing to do with what's going on. You Call It, We Haul It. What I'm talking about is based down there in Atlanta. This is You Call It, We Haul It, California. Okay, but that didn't stop the internet from paying zero attention to details and going at them real hard, guys. So this is the first one. Bick Mitchell says, "I don't like my neighbor's house. Can you help?" And then Ryan Hallriser says, "Are you the team that demolished that woman's house by accident?" And then Maddie Sterling says, "I too need my neighbor's house demolished when they let their guard down." Romani Mari says, "Are you the dudes that destroyed this lady's house by accident?" VT Balla 34 says, "Hey, I always want to have my neighbor's house torn down while they're away. Trust me, if you knew them, you'd understand. Can you give me a quote on that, please?" And on all of these, OK KLR 6502, which is a burner, says, "This appears to be a different company, different state, different city." Even our girl from You Call It, We Haul It wrote, "Wrong company, we don't demolish." And then Wes, I thought you'd like this. I Heart Sophie says, "Bunch of imbeciles." And then Christ O Philosophy says, "I hope this company gets the fat lawsuit they deserve."
Wrong company, Chris.
Just wrong company. Just the wrong company going at them.
Hilarious. Close enough. Guilty by association. That's like when Corona, the beers got in trouble because of coronavirus. Hard Factor Will back
Similar.
Similar. Hard Factor Will back to the last story says that we really blew it by not becoming angels when we had our shot the past years.
Yeah, we
The
had
four
our
of
shot.
us. We could have been the first podcast to go hairy male bear angel. That would have been pretty good.
They were one step away. I mean, they technically did hire a man.
Yeah. Page 3, Hard Factor. Ooh.
Our bodies, yuck.
Yeah. I do like that color on him though. All right, I got another poop story for you. Someone took a dump right there on the floor at the New York City Comic-Con convention earlier this month.
Yes, bro.
Right there on the floor.
You got a photo?
I wish.
Dude, and real quick, Mark.
Yeah.
Today, I was killing some time with Cam, and we went into a comic book store, like a huge one in North Austin, and they were having some kind of like tournament, like a Pokemon card like tournament, or like some other like war game. They had like
Something
like,
virgins do.
something virgins do, and those guys, they can take those big guys in there. Big nerds can take.
They
some
can take a
shits.
dump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
they're like
big
the
nerds.
comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were all like that guy.
Yeah.
And they'll hold it till a break in the action.
This one guy's like playing like an 8-year-old, and he's like explaining the rules, like how the 8-year-old messed up the rules. He's like, "No, you can't play that card."
Eviscerated.
Yeah.
Well, to your point, both of you, that's why it went unnoticed for a while, because all of the sweaty, stinky nerds in costume already smell like shit to begin with. So it took them forever to find out what was going on in there and where all the smears were coming from. But eventually they did find a few giant turds right there on the showroom floor, main showroom floor. Shit at the Comic-Con in New York City.
You think that was done by like a bully, like a
Yeah, I think it's probably done by a bully.
Like,
Yeah.
look at them trying to have these nerds trying to have fun.
Yeah,
nerd bully did it?
Yeah, Doyle.
I'll show them.
Yeah. I got time between weightlifting sessions to crank one out.
What are you doing today? Well, a bunch of nerds are having a good time on checks. So I was thinking about going down there. I've been really stewing something up bad. I'm thinking about ripping a dump right in the center of the convention center down there.
Shit,
And,
I'll go with you, dude.
Shit, I got to shit.
My 3 girlfriends can wait. The nerds tested the shit to see if it was Vulcan or some other alien race, but it turned out to be Craig from the Bronxes. Just human, disgusting human shit.
Just pizza rolls.
Yeah, just pizza rolls. Turd floor was the biggest story to come out of Comic-Con New York this year. And speaking of big pieces of shit, do you remember the U.S. Army guy who was arrested or was about to be arrested in South Korea? Then he defected. He went through like the demilitarized zone.
Yeah.
And went all the way into North Korea.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was recently. I think it was a couple months ago. I had a picture of him. It's 23-year-old Private Travis King. Mm-hmm. So the U.S. military was like trying, the Army, I believe.
He was about to face charges, right? Or he was
the Army was trying to arrest him because they have like, as you know, they have like their own like court system or whatever. So like the Army was trying to like bring him in, and he was getting arrested at the airport, and he slipped out. Like Van Damme did at Bloodsport when they were trying to bring him back in, and he just went and joined a tour group that was like going towards the demilitarized zone. And he said, "See ya!" And he like just ran through the demilitarized zone and defected to North Korea. Turns out, the U.S. military has reportedly detained him because North Korea just gave him back to us because it turns out even they think pedophiles are disgusting.
Oh yeah, we don't want this guy. It was pedophilia. You can't leave that out. It was pedophilia was
pedophilia.
That's bad.
Yeah, King has been charged with desertion and child pornography. It's being reported he was distributing it. He had videos of it. He was all about the child porn. A statement from Kim Jong-un's whore train said, "We have returned Private Travis King because even we think he's disgusting." Yeah,
that is disgusting.
We might starve our citizens and censor their travel internet, but if we don't diddle kids, you won't see any knockoff copies of cuties here. They went on to say, yeah. So
I mean, I'm sure it's in Kim Jong-un's collection. Again, it's not a rewatch, but it's a really well-made film.
I don't think he's seen it. Travis King's mother, Claudina Gates, sad for her. She said in a statement that she loved her son, quote, unconditionally, and was, quote, extremely concerned about his mental health. Then they told her about the child porn stuff, and she said, "Did I say unconditionally? I meant one condition."
Gross.
Yeah. Kill him. The 23-year-old King's also accused of kicking and punching other officers last year that did land him in jail in South Korea for 2 months, and unlawful possession of alcohol, making a false statement, and possessing a video of a child engaged in sexual activity.
Oh, God damn it, dude.
Yeah, the government found his child porn stuff being conducted mainly over Snapchat, and it's believed by them that, like creepy comedian Chris D'Elia, he did not know that Snapchat files like could be recorded or could be public.
That guy. And there was a kid growing up that used to call me he used to call me all kinds of names, like, fat and stuff. And he got arrested for child pornography. That was a great day for me.
You can really get him back.
That was a lot of revenge. That was good.
He got arrested for child pornography.
Yeah.
Luckily for you were too fat for him to be attracted to. Also,
yeah.
Well, they were the same age as he was.
No, he was actually like.
What do you think? He liked adults?
3 years, 4 years younger.
What
a neighborhood kid.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was in our grade.
Might have been one younger than you guys.
Say his first and last names.
I'll tell you offline.
But long story short,
what's Sweet Revenge?
Yeah, pretty awesome,
revenge. Huh? Yeah, it turns out he was the asshole. So King's probably fucked, right? Like innocent until proven guilty, but the guy literally defecting to North Korea is about as close to an admission of guilt as you can get.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro.
It's as close to as admission of guilt as Chris D'Elia here finding out for the first time that not all Snapchats disappear immediately after one view.
How did it come out? Like, how did they?
The boy's mother ended up finding it.
Finding it? What do you mean? Snapchat goes away, right? How they?
He probably saved it. You can screen record, take screenshots.
Wow.
You got to know that that's gonna happen. Some people do some crazy shit.
Yeah, it says teen's parent reportedly found the photos on his phone, which he saved from Snapchat. Also, mom, quit being a cock block. Who knows where this would have went? Am I right, fellas?
I mean,
That's odd as fuck, isn't it? 10 women accused Chris D'Elia of sending him.
We should
dicks.
move this topic forward.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia is a creep. Yeah. Oh, I just thought like in old spy TV shows, my dick pic messages would self-destruct.
Yeah, like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's what I would tell her to do: is inspect the gadget,
Exactly.
knowing that the photos were going to disappear.
It's I would say in the caption, it's invisible dick ink. Yeah,
Should I send it again? Because I know it disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know. How do I know if she got it? I don't know if she got it.
Travis King's as stupid as Chris D'Elia, and they caught him on Snapchat.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah,
not good, man. Not good. The did you guys see that documentary that HBO did? It was like one episode of maybe a 10-episode series about con artists or scammers, and it was dealing with this kid Ian Bick, I think, or Blick from he lived in Connecticut. He was like a club promoter, like teenage high school club promoter. Vice did a documentary on him too, and he ended up like inadvertently starting like a Ponzi scheme. Does that ring a bell to you guys at all? No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The kid started a podcast about he went to prison, his time in prison, and I was listening to it the other day. He's talking about how they treat sex offenders in prison, and like sex offenders essentially they like can't do anything. Like they have to sit in the back during like TV time. They're like not
smell our farts.
They're not allowed access to anything. Like they can never like sit down. Like
they're like Kanye's wife.
Are you talking about like pedophiles, or are you talking about anyone like
anyone who's like
rapists?
Definitely pedophiles, but
right. I know pedophiles
rapists.
get treated like shit, but like even like the like, and I know it's not like, but even like remember in like Johnny 5 or
Johnny 5, yeah, no,
53.
Johnny 23 would not be around.
Johnny 23.
No, he wouldn't be around. They don't play that way.
Mothers and sisters and shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I got a mother and a sister. Yeah, I robbed women, but you can't fuck them.
Right. Yeah, I killed someone. Killed a woman.
Yeah, I gave women PTSD, but you fucked them.
You know who I killed?
Mm-hmm.
A rapist.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Right. Oh, we have to.
I have another.
Oh, I got a lot more,
Yeah.
Wes.
I have more stories.
I got so much stuff.
Go ahead, Pat. Who's got a story?
I was just saying.
All you had was you had the oldest jokes of all time in Victoria's Secrets. That's what you had.
That's what you got.
Well, I went 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Michigan State fucked up pretty bad, guys, especially with what's going on right now. Anti-Semitism's on the rise. I guess, like, they're trying to get people in the stadium early before the games. And, they had two bad beats. One was their, 49-0 loss against Michigan. The other was when they made Adolf Hitler the answer, and Austria, his home of Austria, the answer to a trivia question in the pre-game trivia competition that plays out on the Jumbotron. There you go. Take a look at that. Yeah, Michigan State showed Hitler's image as part of the quiz on the Jumbotron. Hitler in Austria, his birthplace, flashed on the video boards long enough.
I bet a lot of people guessed Germany.
Exactly, to take a picture. You were wrong.
Yeah,
you're wrong. I mean, I get it. Look at the fun graphics around it. Go your quiz challenge. It's like bubble letters around just Hitler.
Yeah, it's a giant image of Hitler.
Come on, dude. You can't do that, bro. No. You can't have Hitler on the Jumbotron. You just can't. I'm sorry.
Hitler's like 30 feet tall.
Yeah, it's just a giant Hitler
towering over every Jew in the state.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Michigan State's taking some.
That's dummy stuff. Whoever made that quiz is a big dummy.
I mean, I will say,
an asshole.
Pro-Palestine.
There's so many Hitler documentaries.
# Free Palestine.
So many that if you're like the teenager or the kid who's like fucking programming this quiz, you might say, well, it's history, and not really completely understand, especially in central Michigan, the significance of putting Hitler on a billboard. But you can't do that. Can't be doing that.
No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake by Michigan State. Also, there was a mistake made in Japan recently. Did you guys hear the one about the team of sumo wrestlers trying to board a flight?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm asking. It's not a setup to a punchline. That's my story.
But
joke? As that joke would have ended for sure, the sumo wrestlers weighed too much for the plane, and for both planes, I should say, and a third plane was called in to take a few of the sumo wrestlers off the strained first two planes so that the planes could actually get off the ground.
How big were these planes? How big were these sumos?
They were prop planes.
How many?
It's Japan Airlines, which is Japan's largest airline. So they were 737-800 Boeings. So you can Google.
Those are big jets. Those are the big jets.
Yeah, dude.
It's 737-800.
737-800 is the model of the plane.
I think those are 6 across.
I mean, yeah, they're huge.
Those are
huge
big
planes.
Yeah. It's a big ass jet. It's 6 across. Yeah, there's 6. It's a 3 and 3.
And looks like 40 to 50 deep, like rows.
It's 38 times 6.
So like 200
minus 8.
That's 40 like times 6 is 240, so it's like 220. It's like 200.
It's the most common big jet you fly on, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So these fatties had to get a third jumbo jet because they're running out of fuel.
Hey, jumbo.
Yeah. The Japan's Airlines decided they needed to transfer a number of Rikishi, aka men of strength, that's what Rikishi stands for, aka sumo wrestlers, to an emergency flight last week over concerns that the 2 aircraft they had originally been on would be unable to carry sufficient fuel due to they would just run out of fuel in midair because of the fatties.
I mean, we've all seen like the movie trope where it's like, we got to lose some weight. Like, let's start throwing stuff off.
Yep.
Do you ask them to take a dump? I mean, like, are they that close
not
to
on the plane? You don't.
No, I know. But do you ask them to like drain their bowels? Are you that close to? What's the heaviest dump taken of all time? This is a good question.
Probably under 20 pounds.
See, that's like a genie question that we would, if I had the genie, I would be able to ask.
I'm just gonna ask Google
immediately.
Yeah,
just gonna ask.
You can ask
okay,
You're going to get the reported heaviest dump, but we won't. Not the actual. Probably not the.
Yeah, it's a pretty shameful thing.
The cover. We want the cover up dump.
It's a shameful thing to be taking the biggest dump of all time.
Oh yeah.
It's not something you call the papers about.
Right.
You know?
Anonymous man takes 30 pounds.
Like, ooh, that one definitely would beat her current record, but I'm not telling the soul.
Yeah. Absolutely. No way that guy's going to admit it.
I'm going to put this in a safe. Well, maybe that's something that you leave for like when you die.
I don't know. I feel like I would admit to a huge dump. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but like dumping is also something.
Maybe not a medical issue size dump.
It's
maybe
something
not
you do
in front of on a movie set where Pat's making a big deal about it.
Hey, Michigan State, can you put up a trivia question after that Hitler thing about
Hold
my
on,
dump?
speaking of which, well, that's weird. Live in a comment. Michigan State ripped that from the video, the quiz channel on YouTube page based out of the Netherlands. So some college intern didn't watch the video.
That makes it.
Not any better.
Yeah. Not any better.
It makes it better.
It makes it better.
Okay. No, but like you dump in private. That's the other thing. So you don't have a lot of like dumps to compare it to. You know what I mean? Like
I would tell everyone I did the biggest dump.
Like imagine if there was no porn, like no one would have any like penis size concerns, right? You'd be like, it's probably pretty good.
If you had nothing to compare it to. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If it was just your dick out there.
Yeah.
We don't really have those anymore.
Ever joined a gym?
You ever joined a gym?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, look at us, Wes.
But I'm seeing all the dicks are over 80.
Well, we're making fun of these sumo wrestlers. If the Hard Factor crew went on a plane, they might have to get another plane. So, so these guys were heading from Haneda Airport in Tokyo and Itami Airport they were headed to in Osaka to the Anami Oshima Island, where they were holding the Yomiuri Shimbun, a large sumo wrestling competition. So it makes sense that all these sumo wrestlers were going to go compete. Now, normally it would probably fuck you up mentally if you were too fat to fly to your sports event. Like you'd probably be like, oh man. But in sumo wrestling, this might give a mental advantage because they already beat a plane. How hard could it be to beat a man now?
That's true.
Yeah. This is like a huge. If you're the guys getting asked to go on the third plane, you've got a leg up mentally on the guys that got to stay on the first 2 planes when you start that competition.
To hang back and eat too.
Yeah,
I mean that was literally Kevin Smith, the writer director. That was the name of his. Well, I know Airline was too fat to fish, but
he wouldn't shut up about not being able to fly.
Well, no, that's like what spurred him to lose weight and get healthy because he was too fat to fly.
Yes, they asked him to like leave.
It can be traumatizing.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. But but not for sumo wrestlers because that's like a big thing. They like being fat. Now, this latest incident brought back flashbacks to the 2014 flight where 29 members of the Hakaku stable, a sumo wrestling group, all flew together and barely survived. It's just a bunch of fatties on a plane.
Damn, that is a full
Wow,
plane.
what happened? Oh, I'm not getting on that plane, dude.
Just because it was just so heavy.
Imagine the farts on that plane too.
Yeah. The seats were destroyed.
Come on with that plane, bro. That's a for real plane.
Yeah.
I mean, they do look like they're traveling comfortably. They're wearing bathrobes.
Yeah. Oh, well, they're very comfortable. I mean, yeah. But uncomfortable as well because they're on a plane. So it's a tale of two cities type thing. Comfortable clothing, but they're all on a plane next to each other. It's tough. Yeah.
I was shooting. We were flying to St. Lucia, and it was the film crew, and our director of photography brought like every piece of fucking equipment you could possibly imagine. So we had like just boxes and boxes of film gear, and we were taking a puddle jumper from, I forget, we were in the Caribbean, but we were overweight, and we convinced them not to take any of our equipment or our crew off. So a bunch of St. Lucians had to like get bumped to take the next flight because our film crew needed all their equipment. They were not happy with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, you made them take another later flight.
They didn't get to go home because we needed to go film them like they were like exotic people.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. So at least Japan Airlines, they didn't bump anyone. They just they manifested a third plane.
Yeah, there you go. They could do that.
Happy story. And then the competition went on and all the sumos wrestled. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Now that's the show.
Now that's the show, Wes. Wes, you got another one?
You want to hear another one of those old jokes?
Yeah, bring it back. Yep, I do.
Okay. I'm going to do it. Let me bring it back real quick. I knew you would.
Yeah, tell us the time.
Did you?
Tell us the time frame.
Yeah.
AD, BC.
I'm going to tell you the time frame.
Any medieval stuff?
Yeah.
Any minute now.
Yeah.
I just got to pull it back up because I closed it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably the only article ever written about this, so it should be easy to find when you Google it.
Yeah, well, I put it in my notes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here it is. All right. Let me think here. Here we go.
All right.
Well, right down to the bottom there.
Yeah, find the best one. Is there a best one?
I'll go number one. Whatever they deem number one, okay?
Okay.
It's redirecting.
Going with their taste now. Okay.
Yeah.
Daily Mail. Well, Daily Mail has great taste. All right. Okay. Number one. The world's oldest joke from Sumeria, 1900 BC. Okay.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm. The world's oldest joke was revealed to be Sumerian proverb written over 4,000 years ago. This is the first recorded piece of humor in human history and might not have aged so gracefully. Something which has never occurred since time immemorial, it reads, a young woman did not fart in her husband's lap.
There's no way that's the oldest.
That's just not a joke.
Women don't fart is the oldest joke.
I guess so.
That's amazing.
Just on their husbands.
Yeah. 1900 BC.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a women fart joke. There you go. Well, that's
Good
how we'll
joke.
end it. That's how we'll end it. Good jokes. Good
Strong
jokes today. Strong.
Do you want me to
jokes.
spin for the high five? The high five?
Yeah. Did we not do that on Thursday night?
I don't think we did.
Okay. Spin it up. Spin it up.
Did we?
Spin it. I want to spin it up.
Spin it up.
Just spin it right up there. Spin it.
Sure. Let's waste some more dead air on bringing up the wheel. Yeah.
You guys could talk, you know.
Oh, sure. How about that football weekend? Huh? A lot of upsets. Those Patriots shouldn't have beat those Bills.
Dang.
Dang.
All right. So
Is it up?
you're off, right, Wes?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So this is for high five. Doesn't appear to be spinning. Oh, I got the high five.
There you go.
I will try to make sure that the voicemails actually play before I export the file. All right, there you go. That's the show. Hope you guys are having a good week. Hey, big thing this week, Wednesday night, merchathon. Right, we forgot to talk about at the beginning of the show. You got to go to the merchathon. We're gonna like shave, drink, eat, all embarrass ourselves, paint, make prank phone calls. It's gonna be a shit show. Any merch that you buy this week, starting right now, will go towards the tallies. So you can already come into it knowing that we're going to do some punishments right off the bat. So get out there on the store. There's some new shirts coming out, some shirts that are only going to be available this week. You can donate to us and just big merchathon. That's the big thing coming up this week, this Wednesday night. Get pumped. Other than that, hope you guys have a great start to the week. We love you. Get out there. Have a great fucking day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.